Hi, I'm Jason. This is a regular magazine, and in this video, we're going to take a look at some farm animal miniatures that were sent to me by the Tabletop Workshop. So, the Tabletop Workshop sent me a review package that included some Matilda tanks, a couple of 28mm buildings, and what we're going to look at in this video is the farm animals. Now, while this is particularly great, is because I've just dived into Pillage, and these are perfect for Pillage. So, the Tabletop Workshop sent me a pack of the 28mm farm animals. Now, as we can see from the pictures, we're getting pigs, some cattle, donkeys, chickens, possibly goats, ducks, sheep, and a lot other assortment of small animals, all of which are lootable in Pillage. So, we get 2 sprues. We're getting a total of 40 animals off these 2 sprues. So we'll take a look at the sprues. So we're getting at the top, we're getting what looks like a cat, some goat, some piglets. We're then getting more cats, dog, a bit larger pig, an adult pig-sized pig. We're then getting cattle, a couple of cattle there. We just spin that around. We're also getting donkey. We're getting a couple of sheep, and then on the end we're getting chickens and what look like geese and ducks. So we're getting double that amount over the 2 sprues, which is perfect for Pillage. It's a good amount of animals. It's a good variety of animals, but you don't have to use it just for Pillage. They could be used as set decoration for any war game that's set in a rural landscape. So if you're fighting around a farm, then these are excellent sort of scatter terrain that could or cause obstacles or mishaps whilst you're wargaming. I mean, you can add rules for your game whereby an animal sort of wanders in front. You end up shooting the animal, not the enemy. Things like that, or you get charged by cattle or something like. There's these. So you can add these to your game to sort of spice them up a little bit and add some additional rules in to make things a bit more, I should say, realistic, because animals aren't going to just stand there. They're going to behave in an erratic manner when there's gunshots being fired and, warfare going on around them. They're not just going to stand there. They're going to behave in a certain way. So you can add rules for their behavior, these animals, to react to the sounds and sights of conflict around them. Now, for Pillage, these are great for loot. Your Viking raiders could come into the village or farm and steal any of these valuable animals. Anyway, I like the fact that we get a good selection. They're nicely sculpted. We're getting 40 in total off the 2 sprues. Personally, I don't think I need more than maybe one more packet of these on our set. And so we've got 80 animals. Because obviously, if you're wanting to do like a flock of sheep or a herd of cattle, you're going to need more than these 2 sprues. Likewise, if you want a lot more pigs on the landscape, you're going to need more than just the 2 sprues. But for a lot of people, 1 to 2 sets of these would be more than enough. I'm looking to get another set so I can add more cattle, more sheep, more pigs to my Pillage games. So, like I said, these are perfect for Pillage because if you're going to be playing Pillage, you want things like this in your villages or farms that you're playing around in order for all the raiders to steal and for those that are protecting the town, farm or village to sort of defend and protect. They will work with any other game, so you could be able to add these to any period. So from ancients right up to modern, they'll work right across. Like I said, I think you could add these into a game and create some rules for them so they behave and interact with the two forces in a way that sort of makes things difficult for your forces in other games. If you want, these will provide 40 animals. So we're looking at a small farmstead. If you obviously want larger, you want a flock of sheep, or you want a herd of cattle, you're going to need to buy more than one set. And I personally plan to go and buy another set, and that should be, for my sort of gaming, that should be sufficient. For some others, you may want bigger, a lot more animals on the tabletop than I'm looking to put on. And like I said, they'll work with most games. They'll work right across all historical genres and fantasy. So they're a really good buy. They're nicely sculpted. And I like the fact you're getting a good amount on those two sprues. You're getting 40. And it's a good mixture as well. So it's a good mixture of sort of things you would see in most farms across most periods of history. There's no horses there because you've got a donkey. And if you in reality, if you go back sort of medieval and sort of like that, most places wouldn't have had a horse because most people wouldn't have been able to afford a horse. So a donkey would have been the more luxury end of that sort of animal for most peasants or low-income farmers as you get further on into in history. So overall, yeah, I think it's a great set. It's a nicely sculpted, good mixture of animals for a reasonably good price. And it's 28 million on the scale, and it will work right across a lot of different genres. But in particular, works really well for Pillage. Anyway, that's all for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.